Hi, friends. It's Mr. Rogers here, and I want to take a look at this chart that you guys are staring at right now. And one of the interesting things about the Cambrian explosion is the fossils that we find, and what is it telling us? And so, Cambrian explosion happened somewhere around here, and then we have a lot of fossil record for the whole Cambrian period. And one of the most famous is the Burgess Shale. If you ever want someone to really talk about the Burgess Shale at a really deep level geology-wise, Mr. Urquhart is the man. He loves the Burgess Shale. I hope one day to go there. I really, really do. It's kind of the Canadian Rockies. If you want a quick Google, if you want to pause the video and could Google the Canadian Rockies, most beautiful places in the world. But the Burgess Shale is just a very interesting fossil place. And I don't know if I've ever described to you guys because you're not in person, so I've said this to my group before, but I used to have a fossil from the Burgess Shale that someone brought back for me, but unfortunately it was a trilobite, and we'll see trilobites this week. Unfortunately, I left it at somebody's house. I was sharing a house with them, and then we no longer shared a house together really fast, and she never returned the fossil, so I forever lost it. And it was about a $400 fossil, so sort of a bummer, but that's okay. Life moves on. So the Cambrian explosion, we keep talking about it, and I just want to make sure that we're all clear on this. Is the incredible part of this is that we moved into this period with very few living things that are animals. And in this time period, I mean, the Cambrian explosion happened right in here. You can even include the whole Cambrian if you really want. We exploded life really fast. Animals just came to be, and they eventually became the living things that we have today. And this is just what is around right now. There is thousands and thousands of, like, they don't even show what these are right here, but there was other things that were produced that are no longer even around anymore. There are completely different types of animals that died off, but almost everything that existed or exists today is still around this time period. It eventually becomes this. Like we have most of the body plans, everything like that. There's some obvious things that maybe we don't really have a lot of, like chordata. We don't have, like, we have the basic body plan that become like fish and stuff and eventually become us, but almost everything is here. I mean, we started getting almost everything, and you can kind of see here we have a lot of things that come to be really early on in this Cambrian. This is what we're describing as the Cambrian explosion. Life just took off. And this is for many different factors. We've watched different things now. We've looked at down here. You can even read through it. It gives you some explanations of how this happened. They'll give you some pictures. This is a picture of Canadian Rockies there. They give you some pictures of fossils and whatnot. Completely and utterly so cool. I hope one day you guys can go there. But you can go there and do fossil hunts and things like that. It's really cool. But anyways, back to this. So this is the time period we're going to really talk about. And we're going to watch the video. We're going to talk about different animals. We're going to mix this class, obviously, paleontology and zoology. So we're going to go over some different kinds of animals and whatnot. But the main focus is how and why this became so incredibly just quick. I mean, evolution doesn't happen this fast. And I don't know if I can ever get that across, that this is the one time period besides the start of life where we really are trying to figure out and explain, because it just came to be. And that's something that's quite incredible. So this Burgess Shale, just so you guys know, isn't technically in the explosion time period. It's a little bit after. You can kind of see here. There's even spots here where we can see there's fossils of things that are no longer around, which is kind of interesting in itself, because we can kind of see like why maybe these things lived and why other things didn't. And so it's pretty incredible. So we're going to spend some time this week on this. Then we're going to keep moving through the Paleozoic. We're going to watch a video if you're at home. Obviously, don't watch too much of the video because it doesn't do too much of the Cambrian explosion, just does a little bit. So don't get too far ahead of us. But I hope this was a good introduction. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.